Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. The Broncos will put toe to leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Golden Gophers offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Snapped it in the shotgun. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Floats it out in space. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, the ground game. And the Broncos pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Gets away. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Grabs it in the middle. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. They'll operate out a split back. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Makes him talk to the hand. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to give me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. It's complete. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. He is denied. Stop just short of the goal. Just way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Number 5.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the corner getting in the mix. The little fella getting his 2nd sack of the game. Defensive coordinator keeps dialing up these corner blitzes, and they keep hitting home.
Finds his man. It's Avent. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up job. Every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The give to the tailback. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got him downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on 1st down from the 28. He wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Back to the air one more time. Caught near the sticks. It's Avant. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Meyer. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out?
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He's going to take off. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Hand off from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll immediately call timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Getting some heat. He went down in the end zone to add insult to injury. That flag is probably holding. It'll be a safety. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play.
The returner is tackled down at the 31. And the Minnesota offense will take over.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the Broncos send out the punt unit. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another day.
Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Makes the grab over the middle. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man, it's Grove. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 20 over South Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Now the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're bringing heat. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop for this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. And he intercepts it. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, that is how you get it done as a... Cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A quick pass to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Got the quick pass. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Gonna run it. It's Punga. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing a big one.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The snap sets up the throw. Working that left side now. And tackled there by the defense.
This is the moment for this offense to put the drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. On the option. Now the pitch. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The option look. He'll toss it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, how many years did Florida State and Miami come down to the last second, and we had another notable matchup today? Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run play action. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Third down play from the gun. Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
It's now third down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that we're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.